In Matthew 10, Jesus sends out his apostles to proclaim that the kingdom of heaven has come near. He encourages them not to be afraid of those who might kill them for their message. In fact, in the decades to follow, 10 of these 12 men would indeed be killed for sharing their message about Jesus. So let's look at Matthew 10:28. And do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. But instead be afraid of the one who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. A moment later in this conversation, Jesus circles back to this statement with his apostles, with an emphasis on the willingness to follow him. In Matthew 10, verses 38 through 39, Jesus says, "And whoever does not take up his cross and follow me is not worthy of me. The one who finds his life will lose it, and the one who loses his life because of me will find it." Okay, so just a second ago in verse 10:28, we saw where Psuche had been translated twice as soul. Then a few seconds later in this conversation in 10:39, Psuche has been translated twice as life. So why? Read these verses a second time and ask yourself, if I were to exchange the English word soul for life and vice versa, how would that affect my understanding of these verses? Based on your own current paradigm, if you had been forced to choose between using these two words, would you have done anything differently? Perhaps you can personally see how powerful a paradigm can be. But were either of these words the best choice? More importantly, do the words chosen accurately convey what Jesus was saying? Or do they obscure his original message? Or even worse, could the words life and soul actually change his message? Okay, so let's review. To Jesus, the word psuche was a single concept. A person's psuche, simply put, was that person. Hang in there with me. You may not be convinced yet, but there is a problem here, and we've barely scratched the surface. There are actually 3 big problems going on here that we will unwrap shortly. The video that you just watched is one of 15 videos that are part of a free online course called Clarifying Psuche. This course takes about an hour to complete if you were to binge the videos, but it is self-paced if you'd like to break it up into shorter sessions. So you may be asking, what is Clarifying Psuche and why would I be interested in taking this course? Well, the Greek word psuche is one of 7 key words frequently used by Jesus and the New Testament authors. Understanding these 7 key words is fundamental to clearly understanding the message of the gospel. In fact, psuche is at the foundation or the base of these 7 key words. So it's absolutely vital for us to understand how Jesus and the New Testament authors consistently and intentionally use this word psuche. The problem is that psuche has been translated into English into 2 very different words with powerfully different meanings. In fact, one of these English words has injected new meaning into the original gospel, thereby changing Jesus' original narrative into something similar but very distorted. And then in addition to this problem, psuche has also been conflated with another, even more important keyword, zoe. The Greek words psuche and zoe are 2 of the most important key words in the Bible. Yet in our English Bibles, the important roles that these 2 words played in defining the message of salvation is now impossible for us to see, because both of these words have been translated into the same word. This conflation of psuche and zoe has obscured the original purpose and intent of Jesus' teaching. I hope you'll join me in this free online course on Clarifying Psuche. There's a link below to sign up. Just click on Show More to see the link.